Tuesday insights for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Danielle Noyes here. Nice March days on tap for Wednesday. Enjoy it. Soak it up. We are in an active pattern. So our next system arrives Thursday into Friday. Will feature rain, ice, snow, depending on location. How much of each still a little bit uncertain. We're going to talk about why coming up. Meantime, if you don't have our app yet, search 1 Degree Outside Weather in the App Store and Google Play. It's free. Thousands of 5-star reviews. If you have it already, could you share it with 1, 2, a handful, a dozen friends, family, coworkers? Get them to download it as well. We'd appreciate it. Spreading the word is awesome. app.onedegreeoutside.com has some tips and tricks on how to best use our app as well. This is the springtime forecast for the school days ahead. For Wednesday, really nice day. 30s, 40s, 50s by recess bus ride home from school. Thursday's cooler, Friday even cooler than that with a bit of a breeze, and yes, some wet weather coming into play and some wintry weather at that. High pressure is going to build in for our Wednesday, though, and that's keeping us protected from some storminess down to the south. As this warm front approaches during the day on Thursday, it will spread clouds in and some pockets of rain. There's a little bit of pink that shows up here across central New England, and then as we take it out through Thursday evening and night, more areas of sleet and freezing rain do start to crop up through the interior. There may be a little bit of snow on the northern side, and then watch what happens during the course of Thursday evening and night. We wrap around this area of low pressure, this little wave, colder air. So at the surface, we see actually a flip over to some sleet, freezing rain, and snow on the back side of it Thursday night into early Friday. Rest of Friday is pretty quiet because that wave is offshore. And then as we head into Friday night and Saturday, a warm front comes in, and that will mean some wintry burst here across northern New England with a surge of warmth that will come into play. Cold front doesn't cross until later on Saturday. So temperatures at 6,000 feet, and Matt showed this earlier in the week. The red line indicates the freezing line. So this is Thursday morning. You think, all right, we're warm enough for rain. And that is the case at first. But watch what happens by the time we get to Thursday evening. Even as early as the afternoon, we start to see this kink develop. Even at the mid-level, some colder air starts to drain south, partially because we shift the wind and drag in some colder air from Canada with high pressure position to our north. So colder air coming in both at the mid-levels, so that by Friday morning, the freezing line is all the way back down into far northern Massachusetts. And at the surface, we do that as well. Some cold air in some of the valleys will hang on during the day on Thursday, so you see a few pockets of red. But then it's this red line by Thursday night and Friday, do you notice, comes south. So even the interior of southern New England gets into temperatures that are at or below freezing. And that's why we're concerned as that wave of low pressure goes by and we shift that wind around and drag some of that colder air down at the surface, that even if we start with some rain, we may see a flip over to some wintry weather by Thursday night into early Friday morning especially. So we're talking about wintry weather, and it's cold out in the West Coast, but there is a lot of warmth that's building in the central and eastern United States in the oranges and the yellows here. We're talking about highs in the 70s and 80s with record-breaking warmth over the next several days from the southern plains stretching into the Carolinas to end the week. So in this warmth and some humidity, there will be some thunderstorms. So a threat for severe weather for Wednesday with the highest chance in yellow here. So stretching from Texas all the way from Dallas, stretching back up into northwest Arkansas, and then even briefly into far southern Missouri. That's, again, during the day on Wednesday, isolated tornadoes and also some damaging wind gusts possible. That shift westward actually during the day on Thursday. So the biggest threat is from southern Kansas, stretching back down into northern Texas, from Amarillo back down to Lubbock. So active weather across the country. Here at home, 40s and 50s. Beautiful on Wednesday. Sun and clouds, not a whole lot of wind. Well into the 40s on Thursday too. So as the precipitation moves in, mainly in the form of rain, but the clear exception, and it's an important one, 30s and 20s in northern Maine. That's the colder air kind of waiting in the wings to drain southward as we head into Thursday evening and night. So notice the temperature at or below freezing through the interior of southern New England. That will result in some slick spots and a flip over to some sleet and freezing rain and a little zone of snow too. It may be as much as a few inches depending on where it sets up. So we'll keep you posted on that. And some localized slick spots are likely to linger into Friday morning before we can be up around 40 degrees in many areas by Friday afternoon. We'll, of course, keep you posted on the end of the week in the days to come. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside Weather.